my man. Am I saying it's Joel?
Yes.
Joel Ortiz.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have a different. Now people know from records and everything.
Right.
What you do now. I remember the freestyle session where somebody couldn't make it, and now I don't remember who couldn't make it, but someone couldn't make it or something happened.
Right.
And you replaced that person.
Right.
But I'll tell you what made that even happen is I think you performed at Hot 97 had something with new artists.
Yeah, Who's Next thing. I was at the Who's Next.
Who's Next? Yeah. I wasn't there.
Right, you weren't there.
But I heard that you did a great job.
I did my best.
So when we was, sitting around,
right.
So I think I was expressing to people that, yo man, my thing ain't gonna be right.
Right.
Somebody's not gonna be able to make it. And a few people suggested you. And I think you came to the station early, hung out, because we couldn't get you on the list.
Right, so I had to come hang out so that they would allow me to go up.
You understand, this is a roach, right?
Yeah, it was all good.
So that night turned out to get erratic.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Right.
But it was interesting. You handled your business that night.
Yeah, it was legendary. It was legendary.
It was going down.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a mean freestyle session, man. Mean freestyle session. So now I've missed a couple things. I know you signed with Dre.
Right.
But even before that, you have an album on Koch.
Right. It just dropped April 24th.
So out right now they can cop it.
Please.
Now how do you get to do? How you doing this Koch project, but you're also signed to Dre?
What happened was I was in verbal talks with Koch first, and my demo CD I got over to Kirdis over in the West Coast, who's Dre's assistant.
Shout out to Kirdis. Kirdis is so nice.
Yeah, she's very nice. And she called Karen back, Karen Ray from the scope, and was like, Dre likes the stuff a lot. So at first it's just like, oh, that's good feedback, thanks. We just want to be reassured that we got something good here. She was like, no. He wants to fly him out, like and meet dude, right? So I do dinner with the staff and all that, and I meet Dre the following day in the studio, and it's crazy because it was about like 10 minutes. Like he walks in, yo, what's up? I go, what's the deal? He goes, yo, I like the records. I'm like, yo, I like the beats, and we start laughing. And he pretty much cut me off. Was like, yo, to be honest, man, I just flew you out to make sure you wasn't a knucklehead, run around, ignorant kid, run around with rap beefs and stuff. I took too many losses. I don't need any more. But my staff told me y'all had a great dinner. Y'all chopped it up, did the Long Island iced teas. Everything was cool. And yo, if you want to be Aftermath, man, welcome to the family. Have your people contact my people. I was like, wow, I'm running around for 8-9 years, grinding for about 8-9 minute meetings.
It's a great thing, right?
It was great. So I left the studio. I called moms. I'm on Aftermath.
The first person you called is mom?
Yeah, exactly. She goes crazy. We go back to the studio. It still hasn't soaked in. I'm packing to head back to New York. It still hasn't soaked in. It's soaked in on the plane. And I was like, please don't go down. Not today. Right there, not today. It was bad turbulence. I'm like, stop playing with me, God.
It's not the right
It's
way
not
to go.
now, not now. But yeah, so I was already in talks with Koch, but here I am agreeing to be Aftermath now, you know what I'm saying? So now I gotta tell Dre, like, yo, before you came in the picture, saved my life, I kinda had something going with Koch.
He was cool with it?
Right, he was like, send me the album.
That's better for him, no? He gets some free marketing.
Right. So he heard the album. He called me the next morning. He goes, listen, I just finished listening to The Brick, and I got my fingers crossed and all. He's like, yo, great album, incredible album, well put together. It's in my iPod right now. I'm going to work out to it. Put it out, do your numbers, and we'll holler.
Okay.
So that's how I have 2 record deals, which I'm working on now, the Aftermath record right now.
So money's a little better.
It's a little bit better than it was. Just a little better.
But it could, you'll gladly take more.
That's the business. I would love more.
It's Hot 97, Funk Flex, Joel Ortiz. Where you originally from?
I'm from Brooklyn. Cooper Projects, I know y'all listening. Fade the Famous Barbershop, I know y'all tuned in. Dee, holla at your boy, I'm up here, it's legendary.
Dee the barber. Dee been cutting my hair for I don't think we 10 strong, We probably like 8.
Right.
Probably like 7, 8 years. Shout out to Cypher. I remember through Cypher Sessions.
Yeah. Shout out to Fat Joe and KRS, man. We tore down Urban Plaza Sunday.
I heard you was out there.
Oh yeah, we did. We had fun. Legendary.
Shout to Molly Mall. They got an album out that's on Koch as well.
Right.
Shout out to them. You know what it is? Funk Flex, Joel Ortiz in the building. Yeah. Who are some of the people that you like coming through?
What is a fan? It's inspirational.
Yeah, music.
Well, I'm the same thing as T.I. T.I. just left. I'm 26 too. I was born in '80, So
you have an older look on some of the things that I remember because I know I'm older than you.
Right.
So to know the Johnny Pump and the leather
See, I was
bombers. That's my time.
I was the little dude that was tagging along, a little dirty kid with the boogers in his nose, but he just to roll with them. So I got the chance to see all that
And
stuff.
see what it is.
I'm being real with y'all right now, New York. You know what I mean? So I got introduced to a lot of them things at like 7 and 8 years old. I knew what it was. I didn't have it. I couldn't afford it. I was too young. I was poverty stricken, but I knew what was hot.
I'm gonna tell you what's so real. The haircut, but then the shape up. Shout to the Dome Groomers Barbershop because that's how I was getting down 91, 92. You get the haircut one day, but then you go back for the shape. Maybe like Thursday. Yeah. So that you go into the weekend fresh.
Right, exactly.
And there's always a question mark like, yo, is that a new cut?
Right.
But the hair's long, but it's shaped.
Exactly. You gotta pocket the 5, man. You need the extra 5. The 5 is a potential another rum and coke, man.
You gotta weigh it out, right? You gotta weigh out the weekend.
Gotta weigh it out.
So, so what are some of the other artists? My peoples make those joints.
Oh, Milani, of course. They light up. Dee Dee the Barber introduced me to those.
Yeah, shout to them, man. I got the black joints, the white joints.
They do the thing on stage, too.
They come to China Club a lot. So, what are some of the rappers that you was looking to, some of the artists?
Well, Big Pun, rest in peace, Big L. I owned the Purple Tape about 2-3 times. It popped on me. Biggie, rest in peace. The Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt album, Smith & Wesson, The Shining. That's just a few off the top. So that early 90s.
Smith & Wesson is hard. I ain't never heard anybody shout that album.
Oh, man, I love that record.
Hard. That Black Room was hard, too.
Very hard. Into the Stage. I was listening to all that flex.
That was hard.
I'm a New Yorker.
Be clear.
Listen, along the BQE, y'all better be going crazy right now. Corona all the way to the east, from Queens to Brooklyn. Y'all know we up here now.
It's our 97, Funk Flex, Joel Ortiz. The album, now, they can get the album there on Koch now.
Right.
Now, when can they expect the album on Aftermath?
The Aftermath record, I'm just recording it right now. We don't have a release date, but there's some surprises on there. I'll give you a couple. I just came back from Atlanta working with Jazzy Faye.
Okay.
I'm going out to Miami trying to hook up with Scott Storch, Salam Remy maybe for some production.
Did you talk to Scott?
I talked to Scott. I was actually in his crazy mansion like 2-3 weeks ago.
He's been leaning on Timberland a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Good answer.
We just was in there just trying to work.
Good answer. He was like, well, let me just...
Yeah, we was in there working, but man, I just did a record with Smokey Robinson. And that's just nutty to me, like, this is getting crazy.
For the new album.
For the new album. Dre's excited, I'm excited. The detox is hard.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you about that Aftermath. Because I've seen a lot of artists, I've seen a few in this position. If you go in there and you want to work, everything works out great, man. But some artists go and kind of rely on the halo to kind of take care of them, man. And shout to the R, I love Rakim, man, but he was coasting, sitting back, and it didn't really go right for him. Right. Well, you got to keep someone like Dr. Dre excited. You know what I mean? You know who he is. He's super rich. He's a pioneer. It's like, it's not his fault that you might be at the top of his mind now and gone in 3 minutes. So you got to keep him excited. And, someone like me, I'm new, I'm fresh, I'm hungry, I want to do this. I'm the first Puerto Rican over there at Aftermath, so I got my Boricuas behind me. They waving the flags. We're going hard. I'm going hard, man. I'm excited. He's excited, man. It's gonna be great. You go hard on the record. When you get a verse, you go hard. You don't give no room. Nah, I gotta go hard. This is, the opportunity is this big in this game. You gotta do everything and do everything hard. It's short. It can be short if you. It could. If shout to the rappers that ain't make it. You know what I mean? Love. I always have to, throw a jab somewhere to somebody. You gotta do your thing. If you're at your job at the desk. And it's people that try to get promoted and people that's just trying to avoid being fired. I want to own a company one day. So I'm going to be like, look what I did, Mr. Young. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play the bottom. Yeah. It's our 97 Funk Flex, Joel Ortiz as normal, man. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for having me, Flex. I wish you the best. We're going to get into this